Shortstop is basically the best player in your town, or region, or city, wherever you live. Now, if you live in a big city, you're liable to have anywhere between 8 and 12 different shortstops. If you live in or around a mid-sized city, the number is probably between 4, 5, or 6 shortstops. And over the years, their roles as pool players and their definitions kind of changed a little bit. And his responsibility somehow was to play the road players coming through town and then taking the money and disappearing. So shortstop's job was to stop that player short. Now, if you've been around pool for, I don't know, at least a little while, a couple of years, chances are pretty good that you've ran across these players and they probably asked you to play. And you declined, but you sat around and watching that player play someone else, and you were probably glad you didn't get in that game. So there you are, in all your glory, sitting there watching a guy that just seems to never, ever, ever miss and plays pool absolutely perfect. And chances were good you thought to yourself, why is this guy not on the Pro Tour, out there playing for massive money? Actually, it's not massive money, but bigger money against better players. And why is he here? And why is he playing some guy for $10 a game when he could be making millions and getting rich and famous and just living the freedom of being a monster, gigantic player? Why he doesn't miss? The guy is unbelievable. What is he doing here? There's an answer for that question. And it just hasn't dawned on you because you haven't been around the game long enough. You yourself have not gotten to the point of getting to that line and seeing the difference between that guy, that great local shortstop, and someone like Jason Shaw or Josh Filler, Shane Van Bonny, or Alex Paguilani. You're just not seeing it because you're not in that life yet. You're going to get there if you keep working on it, but you're not there yet. And neither is that shortstop. So, what is the difference? What is the difference between that guy? See, there's not many road players nowadays that come through town, even in the big cities like Houston, Philadelphia, New York, Chicago. There's just not many players. It's just too expensive. It's too expensive. In the old days, players could get on the road and see what they had and just go for it. You don't see it anymore. You just don't. So why isn't your local shortstop doing it? Number one, they don't do it anymore. And if they do, occasionally you'll see a road player coming through your town, usually on their way to some other tournament, and they're just stopping there and pretty much just, banging elbows with the locals, and getting a drink, getting something to eat, and just kind of passing through town. That's kind of, it's sad, but everything changes and pool's heyday is over, man. If you want to call that the heyday, a lot of people say this is the heyday, this is better, this is different, this is less dangerous, this is, saying, yeah, players just don't run the roads anymore. It's crazy, it's dangerous. There's no money in it. Everybody knows you're, because of the internet, everybody knows you can't get a game. If they're blowing through your town, it's because they're on their way to somewhere. But the question remains, why isn't your local shortstop playing the big tournaments? What's the difference? I want to show you the difference. I want to tell you the difference. And it's not as complicated as you might think. Now, that guy that is the best in your, city or whatever, he might be married. He could have a lot of reasons for not wanting to, go to the next level. He could have a great job. He could be married. He could have kids. But chances are he didn't get there because, and this is going to sound simplistic and stupid, but it's the truth. That's because the break sucks. They never ever worked on their brake, and by the time they started realizing that they can't beat the pros with a shitty brake, a lot of them just found it to be too late and they kind of just wasted their lives. You can be the greatest pool player on earth, literally have the straightest stroke and no old patterns and be a consistent run out player. If you don't have a good brake, the pros are going to annihilate you. And they feed on it, man. They live for you. They love watching you coming in. Here's another guy. He's a good player, but he can't brake. And they just wait for people like that all day, all night, every day. Pool, like chess, is a game of control. If you haven't come close to mastering the brake, you're not going to control anything about this game. To get where they're at, the shortstop worked on everything. You can't get to that level of shortstop without working on your game and without focusing on your weak points and without fixing stuff and without doing all the work. And they did all that and they worked on everything except their brake. It's taken for granted that with a great pool game comes a great brake, and that is just not true.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. 'Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop.
Hey, John.
Hey.
I hardly ever get to see you.
Yeah, that's a powerful brake.
Yeah, but I keep letting the one ball get away from me. It's coming down here, right there, and I want it right here,
Yes.
so I can have a shot on it.
Well, there's
Not a lot you can do.
there's science and art in every area.
Yeah, especially this. It's an art. Here we are going for the elusive 7-pack. Yep. It's crazy, man. I don't actually remember if I got my break. I don't think I did. Yeah, that wasn't bad, but
People lose their homes.
could have been better. I gotta get to the right-hand side of the table on the 2. Doesn't really matter how far away I am from the 2. Question is the 5 ball. What are we doing? The 4 ball went on the break, so we're gonna have to figure out what to do on this 5 ball. What am I gonna do with this 5 ball? Here's the drag shot right there. That came up in a couple of videos, and I think I dedicated a whole video to that at least once. On the drag shot, it's very, very handy. I jacked up on the 3 to stay on the 5. This is a tough cut. This is a key shot on this run out here. This one's a tester. I didn't want to shoot it all the way up in the top right-hand corner because the cue ball would have got away from me. It would have been hard to get on the 6.
Huh?
Yeah, there's that stroke. It's orgasmic. might be too cocky. I use a long bridge here. People think, look in the bottom right hand corner here. That's a long bridge. That's Alex. I love the game. Cool, man. I love the game when I'm playing good, and I hate it when I'm playing bad.
You hate it when you're playing bad?
Yeah. I hate it. It's like pulling my own teeth. It's like, what am I doing here? Why am I trying to bang these stupid balls against the stupid little pots? There's better things to do if you...
Well, something that you enjoy.
No, I hate it.
You hate it?
When I'm not playing good, yeah, I hate it.
Well, when you're not, but when you are, you love it, right?
Yeah, more than anything. But,
Yeah.
I don't always play good. Yeah, here's a 2-pack.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface.
Easy safety here. But I gotta go for it. I'm around 7-pack. Got one. So for all you younger guys coming up and coming through and getting better every day and continually progressing, do not make the mistake of underestimating the importance of a great break. Work on that while you bring it all together. Don't get there and be a great player who can't break. And you're going to wish the whole time that you worked on your game, you were out there playing it, you were also working on the break. Don't be that guy.
Is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning.